Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mark's Backyard Birds. Today we're talking about squirrels and beating squirrels, but more importantly, we're going to talk about what not to use when it comes to battling your squirrels because I've heard this so many times over the years. Oh, we put oil on our pole and we really like watching the squirrels try to climb up it and they slide back down. It's so funny. Oh, we put WD-40 on our pole. We put Vaseline on our poles and the squirrels that it is so fun to watch them and well, all of that may be amusing and you might get a small amount of pleasure watching the squirrel slide down a couple of times, but they're going to wear that grease and that oil off and it is going to be dangerous, potentially very dangerous to your birds. For one thing, it's going to be a make a mess because the squirrels are going to get it all over their paws and all their fur, their belly fur, and everything. And then they're going to rub it off, and they're going to get up onto your feeders, and then they're going to get this oil and grease all over your feeders. Not to mention the risk that it poses to birds. Remember, a chickadee weighs about as much as 3 or 4 or 5 paper clips in your hand. Do that. That's just super, super light. And it doesn't take much for them to get stuck in some tacky material, especially like Vaseline and oils and WD-40s and things like that. Tachyfoot and Tanglefoot, which is a commercially sold product to keep animals off of places and ledges that you don't want to. The birds get stuck in that and they die. It can pull out feathers. It can really harm them. Not to mention, once that squirrel gets up onto your feeder and he's feeding, and you're getting it around the ports of your feeders, and the birds are reaching their head in there, and it gets on their face, it gets in their bill, they can ingest it. Don't use oils and greases. There's just way too many good, effective ways to battle squirrels, and I've got whole videos on them on the YouTube channel. But just real quickly, just kind of go through some of the ones that are so easy. And if you watch me often, I talk about the effective use of baffles on a pole. As long as you take away that 10-foot jumping distance, the air attack from the top, and they have to climb the pole, then baffles do it. And this is actually a raccoon baffle, which keeps raccoons and squirrels off, which is even better. That's what I use with my pole systems. And then another example right here is the cage. This is a retro cage that he has his tube feeder in, and that keeps squirrels out. No matter what you think, squirrels can't reach in and get seed by seed. They have to get their mouth on the feeder. So cages are very, very effective against them. And then there's taste buds. They don't like safflower. They don't like Nutrizine. They don't like Niger. You can always choose seeds like that. And then, of course, the heat treated seeds like Sizzling Heat from Wild Delight, they really don't like it. Now, is that 100% or any of those seeds 100% effective? No. You're going to have, there's always going to be one or two squirrels somewhere along the line that go, oh, was it so bad? And people say, their squirrels must love the hot stuff. And that happens. But by and large, we sell a lot of the heat treated seeds, and people have a great deal of success with it. And then there's several really good squirrel proof feeders on the market, and they genuinely are squirrel proof if they're hung correctly. So you hang a feeder as long as it's far enough out, and they have to climb down from the top. They can't beat that feeder. And the one really good, just a location to hang your bird feeders is very, very squirrel proof is from under the eaves of your house, like in front of a window. They can't climb glass. So this has been a very effective method for me over the years. This is Ruth's house, her very effective method there. So stay away from oils, Crisco, cooking oil, commercial oils, greases, and things like that. Vaseline, don't put those on your poles, please. The chances of it harming birds are very high, and it really isn't that effective just in the short term. And there are lots of other methods out there, but our first concern is always the safety of the birds. And so please, no greases, no oils. Thank you so much. Great idea for a program. Give us a like, give us a share. If you're on YouTube, I hope you've subscribed. If you don't, please do. And until next time, come on, let's talk birds.